Hi creative friends, this is Freya and thank you so much for being here. So before I turn the camera on, I was just looking at this and trying to figure out what direction I want to go in. And honestly, you guys, this has been such a learning experience for me as well, because I am really smitten with not only the design, but also the color palette. Like generally I tend to go for much brighter colors, and I tend to not have a very cool slash neutral dominated spread that I actually really love. Like over here, the only like warm parts are, you know, this red orange, and it's kind of like a burnt orange. It's not like a really like, you know, like light bright red orange, and you know, these little pops of pink here. But other than that, it's very neutral and cool dominated. But I am so like just drawn to this for some reason. So it has been really interesting. But what I'm going to do is I am going to use my Posca marker here, because I want to outline the figures a little bit more. And I think, I'm not sure yet, but I think I want to kind of give this a little bit more dimension. I know in my last video I talked about how like this is you know, abstracted, even though you can see that there are two figures, but this is kind of bothering me here. Like I want to kind of just kind of make it more into a face and a body, even if it's like a bit off kilter. And right now it's looking a bit kind of, I don't know, it's kind of bothering me. So now this part here, I don't know what exactly this is going to be, but because it's abstracted, I'm kind of just going more for the design part. So maybe it's her hair in a, you know, kind of a like just one-sided kind of hairstyle with some hair jewelry coming down from it. I actually just wanted to save this piece of collage, like I didn't want to cover it up. So yeah, I don't know I don't know how I feel about this part right here, but anyways, I'm just gonna leave it for now. Like generally when I don't know what to do with something, I like ask myself the question and then I just kind of leave it. So like so, and then I'm just gonna put this off to the side. I am gonna use it, but I'm not gonna focus on it right now. And I feel like that even if I keep the face abstracted, like that's just like more kind of appealing to me, because now I can actually see like that it is a figure. So it makes it more like interesting to me, and it gives my mind like okay, I know that's a figure, like rather than just leaving it open-ended and then I kind of like obsess about it a little bit, I guess, because it's like a problem that needs to be solved, if that makes sense. And I want to kind of like just reinforce these lines over here because it's like jewelry. And now with this sun part here, I don't know if I want to continue with the blue. Let me see here. Part of me, let me see here. Yeah, that's not showing up for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I'm gonna just stick with this blue here. But don't know about that, you guys. I'm not really feeling that. I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put another layer of this blue here, and I don't know if I'm gonna go in and put the dots kind of like, you know, because I wanted the dots to kind of be a design element, and also like abstractedly to represent the like the moon and like the energy kind of radiating off of it. But I don't know, it's just not it's not just like not sitting right with me. So but I do want to put another layer of this. So I think honestly, you guys, that once I put this layer on here, I'm really mostly happy with it. And while I work here putting on the second or third layer of my Prussian blue, I am just gonna say that, you know, this is how I normally work. So I did this spread and I'm like, okay, like I already know that this is the Medial Woman Art Journal, and I'm mostly happy with it. But I'm not like 100% happy with it, in the sense that I don't know about this part over here. I really want to retain it for the collage part, but it's kind of looking a bit weird to me. I like this, the dots here. I really love that coming down, and that looks like hair jewelry or something. So I'm loving that. And also, I'm not particularly happy about this moon situation. I feel if I take the moon out, it's not going to look right, because it's going to be like a figure here, a figure there, and then, I don't know, it just doesn't, it's going to be too balanced. The moon gives it a lot of interest, so like, just say I covered it up, like I don't like that. So I want to keep the moon, but I don't know if I want to put dots around it. So that's another thing that I'm kind of trying to figure out. So what I'll do is, the way I work is I go, okay, I've worked on this, like, you know, it's 90% complete, but I'm not 100% happy with it. So I'll just go on and I'll just work on another spread. And then at some point I'll come back on here and I'll work on it, and maybe like I'll ask myself a few questions, and then I'll come back and I'll be like, oh, okay. And then I figured it out. You know, I'll go work on something else and my brain kind of works on it. And then a week later, a month later, whatever, I come back and I'm like, oh, okay. Like, it's so obvious to me what I should be doing. And that's how I work. I don't always like, when I make an art journal, I don't always like work on a spread and bring it 100% to completion. Sometimes that happens, but it's rare. Like even in my Healing Ancestral Trauma art journal, it very rapidly and seamlessly seemed to flow for the most part. Like I started it, I knew what it was about like 3 or 4 pages in. I was just obsessively working on it, and everything just kind of came together. But even then, like, you know, I don't work on one page to completion and then move on to the next page and work on that till completion. It is a, you know, I go back and forth. I work on other projects, other journals. Yeah, so that's just how I work, you guys. So everybody's different, and it's just important to know your strengths, your weaknesses, how you work, and then to hone in on those. So, I am going to put this over here. Like, I just feel like it adds so much. So I think like initially I was going to put it here, but I think I'm going to move it more to the center, and I'm really loving it. So anyways, you guys, if you've watched all the way to the end, thank you so much. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.